I thought mentally it would have been exhausting for them to win Game 3 because they got their asses kicked. Like, how do you give yourself a chance?
I think though that Game 1 though, like after that first inning, they basically to me it seemed like they just like said, all right, we lost this game. That's what it seemed like to me. Like they just never fully recovered after that first inning in Game 1. Game 2 was a little bit different, but yeah, Game 1. After that first inning, it was like done.
Yeah, the first game after the first inning, yeah, 100%. It was like
no, and as I said,
they score 6 runs.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I don't blame Horner, but when he committing that error is what opened the floodgates, though, because there would have been 2 outs.
Wasn't it like 3-0 at that time?
No, it was still we were still winning. That was gonna make it, I think, first and third.
Are you sure about that? I thought we were down
1-1. It was 1-1. They had hit 2 doubles in a row, and they walked a guy, and then they hit that ground ball, and then it got under his leg.
I have to. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I know they had 3 doubles in a row, and they had nobody out. So like maybe that worsened the situation the way it is because he didn't get that first out. Because if it keeps going and then you have an error, it just keeps going. Yeah. I think that's what happened. All right, so we blew our fuse on the Cubs, so we'll talk about the Bears.
Third eye open all day, every day. People going
because all this fucking waiting time, but it's fine. What'd you think of the game? You tell me. What you saw, what you liked, what you didn't like.
Okay, so I'll start with what I like because most of what we talked about last week was their inability to stop the run and their inability to run.
Yeah.
And, yeah, if you look this game, they had 27 rushing. So one thing is good, too, 27 rushing attempts, 29 passes. So they're definitely balanced. They didn't give up on the run. But obviously they didn't have to because they rushed for 145 yards. So 5.4 yards a carry. Swift looked great last night, but I think a lot of it had to do with the blocking being a lot better. Definitely saw some big holes.
That was 100% obvious.
Big holes he was able to run through. But Swift looked great. And, man, this is, I think every game, I don't know if you're noticing this, I feel like the offense looks better, a little bit better every game. I feel like Ben Johnson's offense is finally starting to click a little bit. I thought Caleb looked, for the most part, really good. My only issue was just some accuracy on some of his throws. I think he missed like 3 or 4 throws. But the other things that he's not doing anymore, he's not taking bad sacks, not running backwards. He's stepping up to the pocket a lot more, being a lot quicker with getting the ball out of his hand. So I'm very, very happy with Caleb, other than just a few throws that he missed. I thought Swift looked great. The offensive line looked phenomenal. A lot less penalties, even though they had a couple. Even though, again, I already said that I thought the refs were a little harsh on the Bears last night, but whatever, it is what it is. You're on the road. But I don't know, that's what I thought. So, yeah, we had 9 penalties to their 5.
Right now, the Bears are trying to develop, and they're trying to get used to, like, Ben's offensive system, I think. And then, Dennis Allen, too, has his own system for defense. So both teams are both sides of the ball are trying to adapt to what their coaches need them to understand. And you're doing this while you're trying to compete. So I don't think the Bears are going to be like, it's not going to be very fun to watch them a lot of times because they get penalized a lot. The discipline isn't there. I don't know if that has to do with like trying to adjust to like the new staff and what they want them to do. I have no idea. There's times where I can't watch the Bears right now because it's just like they're making this progress and all of a sudden there's a penalty and then it pushes us back and then they have to punt the ball away or they have to settle for a field goal. It's so annoying to watch. I couldn't tell you how frustrating it was to watch that. But the one thing I do love about this team is they constantly overcome it. Like they shoot themselves in the foot, but they still get up and they still are tracking the right way. It's incredible. I've noticed that, so that's a good trait. But yeah, I do agree. Some of the penalties during the game, the illegal formation, that is the most inconsistent call in the NFL I noticed. I know they are re-emphasizing in the NFL, but it's definitely inconsistent. I know what it is now, officially. For years, I didn't know what it was because I thought it was just where a wide receiver is lined up, where the tight end is lined up, is literally just lining up correctly.
Right.
And this is what I don't understand about the NFL. So, number one, they let the play go through, right? And then they called the formation after that. They said it was illegal formation. So why let the play go through then?
Right.
If it was a foul in the beginning. So what if Caleb threw an interception? Do they get the ball back? Like, because it was illegal formation?
No, because then
So why is it a live play? I don't understand that.
No,
but they stop the play if it's a false start.
Correct. And I obviously I don't know exactly when the flag was thrown, but I remember when we watched it on TV. It was till after he caught the touchdown that you saw the little flag thing pop up on the bottom right. So it's like, wait, did they wait to throw it till after? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's just it's such a waste of a play. And like, why go through it if it's illegal formation? If they're not lined up correctly, if the ref is seeing it right and they're not lined up correctly,
blow the whistle.
Why don't you just? After he heists it, just blow the rest. Like, it's that play. Why go through all that and then let everyone just be angry that there was a foul over there? I'm not understanding the NFL. Like, I think they need to review that call and see. I'm not saying get rid of the call. I'm saying
just call it more consistently. Either call it every time or don't call it.
Yeah,
it seems like they call it willy nilly when they feel like calling.
I've seen other games where. Like
Chiefs
people will point out games, maybe Chiefs, where like the same exact situation happens and they're not calling it. They're not nitpicky in some games. I just don't get it. Like, it's really frustrating. It's not fun to watch this. It's really fucking aggravating me. Like, it makes me not want to watch football because like of stupid shit like that. So I have to wait like literally 1 minute after the play's done to see if there's any flags on. Like, this isn't fun.
No, I agree.
I'm sure a lot of NFL fans don't like this.
Just blow the whistle before. I mean, we'll be upset, but not as upset. At least we'll know that it was
I just don't like that he went through the whole play. He gets a fucking touchdown, and then they decide to call illegal formation afterwards. Or, like, they're talking about it and seeing if it was illegal formation. Not to mention, everyone, it seems like most of the media said that they probably shouldn't have called that. It was very nitpicky. Right. It didn't even look like it, they said. Some people said it didn't even look like illegal formation. So I don't even know what I'm watching anymore because some people are saying that, or most people are saying that it's not illegal formation. So what is the ref seeing?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be very obvious if it's illegal formation?
Right. And then we have to just have to depend on the fact that these refs are getting it right, which I don't know. I just feel it's kind of fucked up.
It changed the whole game for us because if we don't get that touchdown, the game's closer, the situation's different. Like, to me, it just, I don't know. Like, they need to be consistent.
Yeah.
This is such an issue with every game that I watch, especially with the Bears. But every game that I've seen, like, I know what it is now, and I look for it. I honestly look for it now to see if they're lined up. They also don't tell you if you're lined up correctly now. Like, they got rid of that. You can't ask the ref. The wide receivers can't ask the ref if they're lined up correctly.
They used to ask all the time.
They said that they got rid of that. So I don't know. I saw another thing where DJ Moore was offsides. He probably was. Like,
I remember that play too.
Some of these boneheaded plays. Loveland. People were 50-50 on his offensive pass interference. I don't think he needed to do that, but like sometimes you can't help it, I guess, as a receiver.
It didn't seem that bad though.
I didn't think it was that bad. I've seen worse.
I've seen way worse than that.
I've seen Kelsey do a lot worse. I just don't get it, man. It's just like, because now I can't judge how the Bears are playing. I don't know if they're being not disciplined or if referees are calling like ticky-tack penalties on them, but it's changing the whole situation of the game.
Yeah. No, like it seems like this morning sounds off. The media, to your point, the media's consensus is that, the Bears won, but it was more that the Commanders lost the game. And again, I'm not saying that the Bears were perfect. They definitely had their mistakes last night. But, to your point, that touchdown being nullified changed everything. I mean, they ended up getting their kick blocked right after. So if they get a touchdown there, that changes everything.
What media? So you're saying that, like, in general, the media thinks that the Commanders more lost this game than the Bears won?
Well, that's what they were saying.
How is that possible?
Well, with the turnovers, they're like, 3 turnovers, fumbling the ball at the end.
But
That they're like, oh, we saw some progress.
Jaden threw the interception.
No,
and it was a disguised coverage.
They're talking about the fumble at the end and all that shit.
But we missed a field goal too.
No, I know.
And we got penalized like in game-changing plays, like the illegal formation that wasn't supposed to be. So I don't understand how the media thinks that we got lucky. I didn't get that sense from the local media. Maybe the national media.
The national.
Well, I was watching ESPN Live, and I didn't get that sense. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll see if I can dig it. And again, it wasn't like they were shitting on the Bears. They actually were saying, oh, they're much improved. They look better. But then they were like, but at the end of the day, let's not get carried away here. The Commanders really did lose this game. And they're like, oh, yeah, I believe they lost this game too. That's what they were saying. But yeah.
Besides
I disagree with that.
Besides the fumble that, Jaden mishandled, like, that was the only takeaway that I thought was like, the
other ones, the Bears earned those.
The Bears cost
exactly
turnovers. I don't understand that at all. And so, like Ben Johnson said in the post game, like when they were celebrating, they're going to say that those takeaways were lucky. People are going to say that. That's how they're going to create that narrative. But at the end of the day, even the one that Jaden mishandled the ball, trying to give it to Ja'Cory.
Yeah.
Like, Wright had the presence of mind to like grab the ball. Like he saw it and
instantly jumped on it.
They could have easily got the ball back.
Oh yeah,
once they fumbled it. Washington
and I'm sure Ron will remember this. We were watching this yesterday. The play where Jaden scrambled and he literally just lost the ball. And it bounced on the ground and just somehow lucky enough bounced right back to him. And we were saying, like, man, if any of the Bears was just in that vicinity, that would have been a fumble recovery. But
Washington also, like, this is another thing that people don't talk about. We should have gotten out plenty of times, and we should have forced Washington to punt at least 2 to 3 times.
They kept getting bailout flags
because of us. Because of us.
Right.
Because fucking Brisker, should know better. You can't tackle below the knees.
Yeah, the Sweat one was bad in my opinion. I don't think that's
I hated that.
That was
one.
A bullshit flag.
It was technically a penalty because he hit his head, but he barely hit his head. It wasn't even a blow.
And I'll give Sweat credit. I think he played well last night. I think he played well. And I think what's his name?
I'm so fucking tired of these penalties. There has to be a degree that they review this now. I think they need to review plays like this and say, hey, yes, it was above the head, above the neck, right?
But it was like incidental. It was like an incidental.
He barely hit him.
Right.
When I saw it, I was like, it's like stuff like this that makes you not want to watch the NFL anymore.
Correct.
Because that changed the whole game. You're giving them a first down and 15 extra yards.
Yeah.
It continued to drive. So if he didn't do that, if Brisker knew how to fucking sack, like, not below the knees.
His were bad. It
was really bad. Dude, it was like he knew he was going to go after his legs. Like, bro, why? You know where to take. You're running straight to him. They're saying that someone pushed him into it, the left tackle.
Okay.
I didn't agree with that. I thought that he
could have let up.
Yeah, he could have let up. And so I was very annoyed by that.
No, and he had two. He had 2 roughing the passers yesterday, Brisker. I think. I'm pretty sure he had 2.
So those 2, okay, so one by Sweat, one by Brisker. The illegal formation, Loveland's supposedly offensive passing.
Wait, scroll down, Ron. I wonder if they actually show the penalties.
I don't think they do, but I would love to see. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if they show penalties.
I know the offensive line had only one penalty, and it was the illegal formation. That's what it was.
I mean, they have it here, but
they don't show specific, yeah. But I'm
there's at least 3 unnecessary roughness. I don't know if it was Kyler Gordon. I'm not 100%. I know those 2, that the Sweat and the Brisker one, those 2 were very. Oh, they called this was another. They called a face mask on Nashawn Wright.
Oh yeah.
I do remember that one.
And that was that kept them on the field too.
Yeah, that one was probably. I didn't see it. They didn't show it.
Either, yeah.
It was because it was underneath. It was probably it was incidental probably, but still counts. Yeah, I mean, until the Bears like actually try to Oh, they showed it. They show it right here.
There's roughing the passer, Sweat. All right, that's the one that we talked about.
Yep.
And then there's roughing the passer, Brisker.
Deshaun Wright had 2. The illegal contact, we'll give that.
Okay, never mind. There was only 2 roughing the passer. I thought Brisker had 2 penalties though.
Illegal block.
Oh, he did. He had a holding, defensive holding. Yep. So he had a defensive holding and he had a roughing the passer.
I didn't see the holding. Sometimes they don't even show the penalty. They don't really show it on a replay. Yeah.
So Benedict had 1 illegal formation.
Yeah, other than that one, the DJ Moore thing just annoys me. I'm like, bro, how are you offsides? You're on offense. Like, if you don't know where to line up, if you can't ask the ref, like, then you got to figure it out. Like, that was at the crucial part of the game, too. Like, these are the stuff that fucking annoys me, dude. Like,
no, and
it's killing the vibe of the game.
Right.
We should have won the game
by more.
Easily,
right.
Think. And I don't know. I don't understand how the media thinks that we got away with one. If we play clean football, or at least cleaner football, we would have won by more.
Exactly.
It was that comment is very aggravating. I don't know who made that comment.
Yeah. You just had to realize that I think we talked about the national media is always like this. It's like they're still on the Jaden Daniels is the top 5 quarterback train. And
Jaden Daniels is really good.
Yeah, they're coming around, though, to Caleb, especially today. They were praising him a lot more. But again, it's going to be one of those things. The Bears are going to have a winning season or have some kind of success.
And this is why I don't watch.
Then it'll switch.
Probably.
Yeah, right.
But this is why I don't watch like regular media like that.
It was just on in the background. But yeah, dude, I know.
I'll watch people that are being unbiased. Jaden Daniels, he's a great quarterback. His mechanics is way better than Caleb. That's something I noticed. His cast around him, his supporting cast around him, like Debo's old. I don't know why he's on that field. Like I wasn't even scared of him. Like, he wasn't.
I know.
He's not the same Debo from San Francisco. He was like no threat. They were definitely missing McLaurin, yeah, for sure. But, he's another guy. He's 30, 31 years old. They paid him a lot of money. He's hurt already.
Yeah.
Like, there's really nothing that scared me in terms of the weapons. Jaden Daniels makes everything go together.
Oh, I agree. And credit to the run defense. I mean, like I said, we said it. It's not like the Bears were going to, like, be one of the top run defenses. But, I mean, they held them to 4 yards a carry. Which is
I think the run defense was a lot better. Like, they're physically imposing the offensive line of Washington, and I think Washington was the number 1 rushing attack coming into the game, which I didn't know at the time.
Big.
I think I don't know if many of these guys will admit it, but I think what happened last year fueled them to win this game, which is why I feel like this narrative with the Bears like made me think that the Bears could win this game. Yeah, it's just so frustrating because like the way it looks right now, especially what happened last week, that the Bears are learning how to win. But to me, that narrative is true, but these games are close because of like a lot of the mistakes is because they can't finish drives because they got a penalty or they took one bad sack, and it just causes a different scenario where they're either punting the ball or they're settling for a field goal or maybe they're turning over the ball. I don't know. I have to be patient, but I'm like, it's just at times I can't. It's like it's not exciting for me. It's I'm getting annoyed. I shouldn't be getting this annoyed watching football. Like I want the defense on the opposing team to, if we turn the ball over, is because the other team made a great play, or maybe we're not turning the ball over. They just made a great defensive play. If they did something like that, then I can deal with that. But when we're committing penalties,
self-inflicted,
then it's just like, man, I can't watch this all the time.
No, and part of the post game,
so frustrating,
the locker room post game thing that Ben Johnson said was that he's like, could you imagine if we start to clean up the penalties?
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah,
I thought that was very interesting.
And the one thing I got to say, though, is they've made subtle improvements every week. The offense, at least, from what I've seen. Defense did this week, too. But, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, especially about who the head coach is. Like, it's just, like, I think you could agree. The way last year went, that penalty, that touchdown gets called back. Last year, everyone puts their head down, and then the game just gets away from us, and we lose. It seems like Ben Johnson's more of instilled this like, we're not gonna, like, we still got this, like, we still can win this game.
The belief,
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that too. I think because we've been a fan of the Bears for such a long time that
we're still waiting for like some.
To me, you want me to be honest? I feel like it's corny. I feel like what the Bears are doing right now, like posting on the social media thing. I'll be quite frank with you. I think it's fucking corny, but I don't mind it because he's installing this culture, winning culture. Like, we got to win close games. We're learning how to win, but we're still growing, developing. I get all that.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I'm getting up there in age, and like we've been losing for so long, and I want to fast forward to results.
Yeah, like
maybe that's why I'm getting so frustrated watching the game. Like, these are ugly games. I'm sick of watching these type of games. Like, that's why I get excited when I watch.
Yeah. Well,
a good game like Chiefs Lions. That wasn't a great game, but like, you're expected to watch a very good football game.
Yes.
And I don't get that from the Bears right now, and I hope to get it at some point. My problem is that, like, it just, you don't see guys making the mistakes that the Bears are making mistakes, and like, we're acting like these guys are young and like rookies. Like, some of these guys are veterans and have been all pros.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give it time. I'm happy we won. I was excited. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm always happy that we won. We don't win many games, so it's a start. They're growing. They're developing. At the same time, they're being competitive with the teams. That was a great win because it was a playoff team that went to the NFC Championship last year.
No, it's funny to what you just said. I do agree that there's a certain level of corniness to like those videos and all that.
Yeah.
But I just
it's
feel
because
like
we're getting up there in age. I think we're getting like, it's but I don't need that.
But I
want results.
Yeah. But I do. I think the point I was making is that it feels different. Like, when I heard those speeches from Matt Nagy, and then when I heard those speeches from Matt Eberflus, which wasn't many of those.
Yeah.
And then you hear it from, like, it just, something seems more legit with Ben Johnson.
But you don't think in 2018 when Nagy was doing it, the club dub, like, you didn't think that
the team. I just never thought Nagy was that great of a leader or a coach. I'm saying, like, when he would give those speeches.
You weren't pumped up during that season when they were winning?
I was about the team. I never really was about Nagy or, like, when he gave these speeches.
You think what Ben Johnson, the words that are coming out of his mouth?
It seems like it resonates more. It seems like he's more intense.
Where
the other guys were a little bit more laid back, like yes men kind of coaches. That's just my.
I don't know. I don't know if we went back to every game that Eberflus won and Nagy won, especially in the early days, and we go back to the Bears social media and we saw that.
Oh, it was hype.
We probably got excited.
No,
for no reason.
I was excited for the Bears winning. I'm just saying, like, I never, and nothing about Matt Nagy's coaching or his leadership ever really excited me. That's just me. I just feel like
even
as
in
far as
2018,
coaching,
even in 2018, his first year,
even though he did deserve to win the Coach of the Year based on us winning games, I'll give him that. But once anything hit the fan and he needed to step up as a coach, I just felt like he let us down. That's just me. I never thought he was a great coach.
Yeah, so this stat right here is all the 2025 ranking for total flags. So Chicago is all the way down here at 51, Kansas City's up to 49, and then New England has over 60.
Wow. That's a very telling stat because especially with, like, a lot of my friends, they always say that the Chiefs never get any calls against them.
They had zero penalties the last game.
They did, yeah. Which is very hard to believe that a team goes an entire game without committing one penalty.
I mean, this number doesn't really say anything because you don't know how, from game to game, how many penalties they got. So, like, even if Kansas City had 49, we know they had 0 in one game. So, like, there must have been a game where they were highly penalized.
And look at the net yards from the penalties. The Chiefs is minus 52, and the Bears is minus 183.
Yeah, that's
so
gross.
It's not even, like, close, you know?
I'm hoping. Listen, the offensive line really stepped up this week. It was on the road. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think Washington's a little bit overrated. And I think this is why I thought the Bears could win. Like, not Jaden Daniels, but everyone around him.
I don't disagree with you, especially with McLaurin out.
Their defense is. I don't even know who the fucking some of these guys are. Bobby Wagner, I know, but he's like 100 years old.
Yeah.
And Von Miller's on the team. I knew he was on the team. He's fucking. He's old as fuck too. What is so special about them? They gave him 34 points to the Falcons the week before.
Do they even have any of those DNs that they had or defensive linemen? I remember they had like 3 or 4 and they got rid of.
They got rid of Chase Young. They traded Sweat to us, and
Allen?
Jonathan Allen's not on the team anymore.
Yeah. So all those guys are gone.
So I think Deron Payne's the only guy. Deron Payne hasn't done anything. I'm glad we didn't even sign him. Because that was a guy that
Marshawn Lattimore has seen much better days. He's not the same guy he used to be.
Yeah, I mean,
Von Miller.
No, that's what I said.
Holy
like
shit,
Miller's 35 years old. Like
Darnell Savage.
And then I look at their offensive line. I think it's pretty solid. And then their weapons. I think Jaden Daniels is what makes them work. But like, I still think if he had better weapons, like he would probably put up better numbers.
I agree.
If Jaden Daniels wasn't there and he wasn't who he is. I don't know. That team could be probably bottom 5, maybe.
Yeah, without Daniels?
Yeah.
I agree.
I just don't see it. The running backs are okay. Like, Jacory seems like they found a stud or like a steal in him, but like the guy fumbled two games in a row. So
he fumbled twice, yes. I mean, well, the second one I'll give it to Daniel.
It was bad weather.
The second one was more Daniel.
It was bad weather too. So
Rocky and I were arguing about it too because Merritt never actually grabbed the ball, but I was saying like,
but Jaden was snapping.
Yeah, Daniels lost the ball.
Yeah, he lost the ball. Yeah, like so. Who did?
I think it was you, Ron, that was saying that. Yeah, it was Merritt's fault, but
but it wasn't a good handoff.
Right.
Jaden couldn't. It was slipping out of his hand. So like, I mean, it's nobody's fault. It was raining, but like. I mean, they shouldn't be in shotgun, right?
That's why I love when they interviewed Swift after the game. They brought that up. It's like, oh, it was wet. And he's like, yeah, they fumbled. It was wet out there, but didn't seem to affect us. I just love that he added that at the end. He's like, didn't seem to affect us. But, yeah, look at Swift, too. Go back to the Bears stats. The nice thing I like to see is that his numbers weren't inflated by, like, one super long run. He was just consistently good. Like, look, so he had 108 yards, 7 yards a carry, but his longest was only 19. So that just tells me that he was actually consistently getting 5 to 10 yards every carry.
Yeah,
that's what we want to see.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're going to see it all the time. I mean, there's no way you're going to have a bad running game every game, right? So
you got to be able to do it at some point. Dude, I also like their screens. I thought they did like 3 or 4 screens.
I think Ben Johnson's like, some of the plays were like, I didn't know if it was going to be a run or a pass. I was confused, which is great. That was fun to watch. I feel like a lot of he dressed up the offensive plays pretty good in my opinion because I thought some formations are like definitely running and it wasn't. It was like a play action and like the routes were different. Like it was great. I love watching Ben Johnson call plays.
Same.
It's been growing on me more. He definitely came like that play with when Caleb had the rushing touchdown. Like that threw me off. I didn't know that was going to end up being like that. So I thought that was a creative playing call. And DeAndre Swift also that guy knows how to block or at least get in the way. Like he's not. He's not some guy that chip somebody. Yeah, I mean he did hold the jersey though. They missed that call. They don't catch that, but they call the fucking legal formation. So, but they were saying in the broadcast that jersey rip or hold wasn't like it didn't really affect the guy kept running through.
Right.
So they wouldn't call that. So this is where I get confused. It's like he's definitely holding onto his jersey, but since it wasn't severe enough that they wouldn't call it, but it's still illegal to hold someone's jersey. So like. I don't know, man. I just think that you don't know
what's a penalty or not.
You don't know
Seriously?
if they're going to call it or not, how severe it has to be.
Yeah.
It depends on the crew because they're saying that this specific crew, caused a lot of penalties. So you just never know what you're gonna get. I mean, I guess you just got to hope that you're lucky on the good side of the refs. The offensive line played well. If they can create holes like that, of course we're gonna have a good run game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
Like,
and
this
you know,
is just one game.
and you know me. So like, if I just have to just for a minute talk Caleb, like you know me, I'm never going to shit on Caleb, and I'm never going to like make him out to be some like God, you know, like it's somewhere. I'm going to call the good things he did. I'm going to call the bad. I didn't think there was a lot of bad. Like I mentioned before, he threw a couple of like errant throws. The only one throw that thankfully didn't cost him was that almost interception.
4th and 1, right?
Yeah, that was kind of a questionable decision. I don't know what he was thinking there.
So from what I was listening to the radio, like, I think both guys were in different pages, and that's when plays like that happen, or potentially could happen.
But it was right in the hands of the defender, so I was just kind of confused.
I think there was a play with Zacchaeus.
Well, Zacchaeus dropped one that cost Caleb a lot of yardage.
Like there was I remember, and then there was one where he did get him, but the throw wasn't really good. He could have got more yards.
Oh, but he made him go back. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he made him go back. If you watch every quarterback.
Oh, they all have one of those or two every game.
There's probably 5 to 8 throws they want back in every game.
Yeah.
Like Josh Allen yesterday did not look good yesterday.
But I've been telling you that Atlanta defense, I had a feeling they were going to be good this year. They got that rookie that I wanted the Bears to get too.
Good.
Yeah.
They look good so far, but it's weird because they looked good yesterday, but then
they got shut out by the Panthers 30 to nothing.
You just don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's just you don't know what you're going to get week to week. Like it's always going to be. It could be a surprise. I mean, I thought Atlanta had a good shot to beat Buffalo. One thing about Buffalo that's weird is that I think the lack of like stars is starting to affect them right now.
Yeah.
It worked last year.
It did. It's almost like.
But now, like you're starting to see it. Like, man, is Coleman helping them out? Like, Shakir's good, but how good is he? Like,
they need a clear number one.
I think Kincaid not being there hurt them too. But like, they have all these role players, and like, it's not really helping anyone in terms of the passing game. But Cook is awesome. Probably should have kept running the ball.
Yeah.
He only had 11 rushes, so I don't know. Like Buffalo they're coming off to me as beatable right now.
The fun is, I think it's more because I like your point you just made. They have to run the ball more because if they have a good line and they have a great running back, run the ball more, keep your defense off the field, not tired, and you probably win games. But when you keep trying to throw it, you get 3 and outs. The defense ends up being.
But like, I don't think Josh Allen is throwing any more than he has last year at this pace.
Okay. I just don't think Buffalo has as good a defense as they did the last couple years.
Yep.
So you have to be mindful of that. Otherwise,
you can run on them.
Yeah.
Bijan did it. Derrick Henry did it. I don't know if New England did it, but I think as a team they got a lot of yards, rushing yards. Drake May ran on them.
If you remember when they first got Diggs, it catapulted their offense, and Allen became a superstar. But then obviously what ended up happening is Diggs is kind of a diva, so then he started complaining when he didn't get the ball enough, and it almost ruined the locker room. So to your point, they got rid of him, and they actually started playing better, but now it's almost like they miss having that number one guy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you knew once he left that it was going to – it looked good for a while. It worked last year. Now it feels like they don't need someone like Diggs, but maybe they do. I don't know. Now they need someone like him. So, like, football's so fucking weird, man. I don't get it. Like, you know, their window's starting to close a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
they're going to have the same issue Kansas City started having, too.
It becomes like I heard Allen Robinson said this when he was with the Bears. Like, you're either getting better or worse every year. There's no in between. So maybe all these role players they had last year, like, they're not really getting better, and that you're starting to see that. I mean, even the first game, they shouldn't have beat the Ravens. They should have lost that game.
That's true.
Like,
that's a good point.
So, and then they lost to New England. They lost to Atlanta. They should have lost the first game.
It almost saves them that they have such an easy division. The Dolphins are awful now. The Jets are
Dolphins
terrible.
and Jets. New England looks like
New England looks legit.
Yeah, they look legit. I mean,
that's 4 easy wins. Basically.
Even New England, like, they had that big win against Buffalo,
They barely beat the Saints.
They barely beat the Saints. And New Orleans plays a lot better at home. They're different at home compared to on the road, which the Bears are going to be playing against them at home.
Yeah, and no pun intended, but the Bears have to Rattler. I mean, what I've noticed with him is that he is not very good under pressure. A lot of quarterbacks aren't. But I feel like if we get pressure on him, he's going to make some mistakes. I think it'll ultimately help.
So in the last game, I would say there was more pressure from the line. I think it was okay. It was better, but it wasn't great. But what Dennis Allen did was he manufactured pressure with Brisker and Kyler Gordon, which was awesome. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, like the reason why I thought it was better, but like. Bro, Jaden Daniels had all the time in the world to throw. I don't know if you saw some.
There was a couple of plays,
where he was just standing there, and I think, and this is why I said I don't respect the Commanders' supporting cast around him. It's because nobody seems to be getting open, and he was just standing there. I'm like, what are the Bears doing?
Well, the only one was the Luke McCaffrey, where it was just a blown assignment. Yeah. He was just wide open.
Yeah, because
that's the only play. Yeah.
And that shouldn't. When that happens, that's like a killer. But the Bears were able to overcome that. So. Like, Washington can say all they want that they gave that game away, but, like, bro, we gave you, like, a free touchdown right there.
Exactly.
Because no one took them account for it. I was listening to the radio. Someone said that the Bears pass rushing so bad that now they're asking them to do is, like, contain the running lanes, where Jaden Daniels running lanes, or the passing lanes. So, like, putting your hand up and stuff, like, if we can't get to him, like be more active with your hands.
Yeah.
Make sure that the running lanes are like covered. Like contain them in that area. Right. If he gets the ball and finds a receiver, fine. You live with that.
Well, but two of the guys we brought up that needed to start doing something was Sweat and Dexter. So the good news is Sweat did have the fumble force. I thought that was a nice play.
Yeah.
And then Dexter had 1.5 sacks. So at least he did something. Like he's starting to.
Yeah, it was better. It's not.
It's still not at the level that we're expecting him being for. Yeah.
Well, we're hoping to be, and maybe our expectations are a little bit out of sync with.
Well, I mean, speaking of expectations, look at the
I don't know
schedule. I mean, honestly, I would be very, very surprised in the next 4 games. I'm just looking at the top 4. If we don't win 3 of those 4, I think they should be able to win 3 out of those 4. Should. I'm not saying they're going to. It's the Bears, but I mean, to me the Saints and the Bengals should be very winnable games in my opinion. The other 2 are a little more questionable. The Giants have shown some sign of life.
So I think we can score on the first 3 games. Their defenses aren't really good. I think the Bengals will give us fits with Joe Flacco. Like by that time, I think.
But we could also score on that defense.
No, we can, and that's why it's on the road, and they're trying to keep afloat right now with Burrow out. But yeah, you're right. If he has time, he could. I mean, Chase and T. Higgins are so good. Like they almost came back against Green Bay, and
Green Bay didn't play that well.
I didn't think Green Bay played well at all.
Except for the run game, Jacobs. That's still clicking.
Yeah, the run game was good, and
Love threw another bad pick, but
he did. And Cincinnati is still even with 5 days of practice, they're still able to score on Green Bay.
Yeah, they were.
So they made that almost a competitive game. Almost. I think Green Bay had it at the end, but you can't overlook Chase and T. Higgins don't. That scares me.
The only thing is the Ravens game. If it was Tyler Huntley starting, I still like us to win that game. But I have a feeling Lamar might be back for that game.
He is going to be back.
That changes
because they have a bye, so that's not a good.
That changes everything.
And
Lamar's back.
If Lamar's back,
we can still score on that defense, but it's just a matter of can we stop Lamar? That's going to be the hard.
Well, it depends. I mean, they lost their best defensive player.
Roquan's still out?
No, Roquan's not their best. The defensive tackle.
Is he still out there?
I don't know if he's still out. I don't think he's out for the year. If he might have played the last game. I'm not positive, but if Smith is back, they still have Hamilton. They need to win games. I mean, none of these games are easy. I think we can beat the Saints at home because the Saints are different on the road.
I still like us to beat the Bengals. The other 2 games are a little tricky. Well, the Ravens, especially if Lamar is back, is more than tricky. But I think we could beat the Giants, but it's not going to be easy. It is
because they're starting to like click a little bit.
Yeah, and they got that.
And I don't know what they're going to look like. Yeah, I mean, Scatterbo's good, and they just had a big win against the Eagles at home. But Dart doesn't really have anyone to throw to. But like, I don't think it matters as long as he can run. And Scatterbo can run, and we're not good at stopping the run. We did a good job this past game, but if they're able to run on us, then it opens up the pass game with Robinson and Darius Slayton. You know, they got capable guys at the tight end position. Yeah. So, like, the Bears aren't good enough for me to overlook any team on the next 4 games, but they're all winnable.
Right.
I see what you're saying. They're definitely winnable. Even the Steelers is a winnable game.
The
Eagles, the way they looked, it could be winnable. We don't know what the Bears are going to look like by that time.
That's a great point.
So I'm not. Any of these games are winnable. Even Green Bay doesn't really scare me right now because Jordan Love, quite frankly, hasn't looked good, and their defense hasn't really looked good either. Like it's not like they're
susceptible
winning.
To some.
They're not winning 38-0. Michael Parsons isn't really like wreaking that much havoc from what I've seen. I've seen teams be able to score in Green Bay. So Josh Jacobs is really good. Their offensive line is their run blocking is good. Jordan Love, he seems to be a guy that is going to be throwing like 2 to 3 passes that are
interceptable.
Like, yeah.
Honestly,
I'm wondering what his turnover-worthy throws are right now.
Yeah.
What percentage?
And honestly, if I was his coach, I would just be like, yo, we have a great run game and a great defense. Stop fucking it up. Just don't fuck it up. Don't throw an interception.
No, for sure. I think what I'm really excited about the Bears right now is that they've won 2 ugly games, but instead of finding a way to lose, they found a way to win.
Yeah.
We're relatively healthy if you think about it. No Jalen Johnson, but other than that,
we got most of the guys back.
Most of the guys back offensively and defensively. I think Theo Benedict replacing Braxton
was
Jones
a great idea.
Not only a great idea, but you saw it in this game where like the run game was better. They had more time passing the ball. I don't know if he was the sole issue because everyone played better, including Jonah Jackson. No penalties. He didn't call, like, I don't think Caleb was like under pressure other than something that he caused himself maybe.
Yeah,
I thought the line played pretty well.
Yeah, there's a couple plays. There was one where I think we all agreed that Caleb should have just gotten rid of the ball. Like he got flushed out to the left and he kept trying to make a play. Dude, and then he ended up taking a big hit. He didn't go out of bounds. I don't know if you remember that play.
Yeah, I do.
He got rocked. I'm like, bro, we need you, man.
That guy set like a pick and he didn't see it. It looked like it.
Yeah, it's like throw it away. Or just run out of bounds. Like, don't take those hits.
Yeah, and he's really usually good about like not getting hit, like not playing like all over the place.
Right.
So I did like that. I mean, the way they've been playing, it does make you look forward to the next game because I think they're growing in different ways every game. I don't know if they're getting better like the way we think they're getting better. Like Caleb's getting better every game. I think he's getting better at certain things each game.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same thing over and over
again. Correct.
But like you're starting to see some consistency, like the command of the line.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
Really good.
Yeah.
I like helping with like the penalties and stuff.
His timing, getting rid of the ball, like he's doing it a lot better now.
Yeah.
He's also just limiting negative plays. He only had 1 or 2. I thought overall, I thought he played very good yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I said, one bad throw, but to your point, every quarterback
that was
has
the only bad throw.
And I mean, a couple of like inaccurate throws, but nothing like where he threw it into harm's way.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. As fans, when we watch other teams, if you watch them closely, even Patrick Mahomes, he has throws where like, oh my God, like
he missed a guy, yeah.
He missed a guy, or he didn't catch someone in stride. Like, bro, it happens with even the top quarterbacks. So I think we need to scale back when we watch a game.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I think Caleb's doing just fine. He still has a lot to improve on, but like he's making
but I think
tons of progress.
But I think that knowing that though is a great sign because he's already playing very good. So if he's still improving, that's great for us.
I would say he's probably legitimately, he's a top 15 quarterback.
Yeah.
And at number 15.
Right. Well, he's
At the
15th in
very
QBR right now.
Yeah.
Here, pull it
I
up.
did see that. I think
he's up to
But
15th
I think
now.
he's a middle of the pack quarterback.
And he's
And
improving.
he still has a lot more he can improve that can ascend him. I mean, and guys like Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold give you hope too, because these guys took a while to get it as well. So I'm very encouraged. That right there, the average 7.4 from 6.3, that's pretty fucking impressive.
No, and again, it's totally being nitpicky at all. But
10
yeah, like
sacks.
I'd like to see the completion percentage at like 67, 68%.
Yeah.
But that's going to come with time. I really believe that.
And 10 sacks after 5 games.
Wow. Unbelievable. That's
That,
huge.
That might be it might be almost half. He's on pace for half of what he did before.
And that QBR is really starting to
And
improve.
these are all like traditional numbers, so that this is all we can see right now. But like, I'm very encouraged of what
Same.
I've seen. We're gonna see how far he can go. Like, we got a good amount of teams
But
where
you said
they're gonna test
you're
us.
not going to the game anymore, right? Sunday?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. If I do, we'll figure it out.
I think my brother and I are still going to go.
You're still gonna go to the game,
Yeah.
okay?
I told him that if they would have lost last night, I probably would have sold the game. But
Really?
No, because
What
I
do you
just
think?
I feel more like now I feel like a little more optimistic that we're 3
Would
and
you,
2.
if they lost, would you have sold your tickets? You think?
I may have, but now I just feel better now. You know.
But wait, so if they lost yesterday and say that you sold the games, like would you have been done going to the games, or would you have?
I still would open it up if they win a couple in a row. I don't know. I like going to games where I feel
Are you timing? Are you you were trying to time something where like you were looking forward to going to the game?
kind of. And now in a winnable game, I feel like, man, if we get out of here and we're 4-2, it's gonna feel even better. You know what I mean?
I don't want to say it's a must win. There's no such thing this
No,
early.
it is a must win because you shouldn't lose to this team.
Yeah,
You
this is
shouldn't
one of
lose
those
to
games
them.
where they have to win. But like I said, like they're not good enough to overlook the Saints.
No,
The
they-
Saints. The
yeah.
Saints actually.
What's the
in
line
my
now?
opinion,
Like 5.5, maybe.
I think it's 4.5, but it might have gone up. But here's the thing:
I guess like 5.
the Saints are pretty good for a 1-5 team.
Yeah, and Rattler doesn't look horrible.
No,
I
he
don't know.
doesn't. I think he's
I
improved.
think he might end up. I don't know if that Shuck guy is even going to get unless Rattler like gets hurt or starts playing really bad. I think Rattler doesn't look bad.
The Saints have been very competitive in most games, other than that
5.5
Seattle game.
Yeah, 5.5. Well,
Like I said, I think the Commanders are a little overrated, but Jaden Daniels is legit really
Oh,
good.
he is.
He caused some turnovers. They're legit turnovers. I'm not taking any credit away from the Bears. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, dude. We caused that fumble. That's why I like Dennis Allen so much, because he
He's a ball
knows
hawk.
our talent level is lower because we can't pass rush the passer.
So he's emphasizing,
So
yeah.
he's hiding all these, like, he's making this confusing. Even Tom Brady said Dennis Allen like confuses him with his the way the defense looks. He dresses them up so nicely, and you think a guy's wide open. There's just another guy. That's
wait.
how they've been getting their INTs.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it's crazy how many turnovers that we've gotten. We've gotten 11 to 12 in the last 3 games.
I wonder,
Isn't that crazy?
I wonder if. No, we got the picks.
And this is without us having a good pass rush.
Right.
And our run defense is horrible. This is how the defense has kind of been surviving
Right.
and flipping the field, because, our run defense and pass rushing isn't good.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I think we fully expect the offense to keep getting better week to week.
Yeah.
If the defense can, to your point, start playing even like above average, like that's when you can start really winning a bunch of games in a row.
The
But you
Bears
have to
are
have the consistency.
see, but like here's another thing. They use this based on
So where are they at? Like
they use this based on how many yards they give up.
Yeah.
Like giving up yards, it doesn't really.
it's a little misleading.
It's very misleading, because you can give up yards, but if you're not giving up points, where you're good at, the red zone, like allowing touchdowns or points, like that's where it really counts. If we're a bend but don't break type of defense, turnovers, takeaways, whatever you want to call them, this should be always emphasized with any defense in the NFL. Like, it's the easiest way to flip the script really quickly.
And
So
just like it is emphasis not turning it over on offense.
and I think the way Dennis Allen's been playing the defense is like giving them a chance to make these plays. Like, yeah, we're gonna give up the 7-yard pass, but someone's gonna come after you and punch that ball out, like, because he's coming in with you with momentum. So like, we're giving you this pass,
Right.
but we're gonna have our chance to knock the fucking ball out of your hands,
Right.
And then some of the deep throws, we're gonna make it seem like it's wide open, but there's someone that you're not seeing.
Disguised.
And
Yeah.
and that's what Dennis Allen's been doing. Really good job. And I think this is truly because TJ Edwards came back and Kyler Gordon, is that he was able to use Gordon in a corner blitz, Brisker to safety blitz. Like, he's able to use different guys in different situations. I love it. So I think the defense will continue to get better, and hopefully, while it's getting better, the defensive line figures it out too.
Right.
Because we spend a lot of money on that line.
Hey, Ron, go back to the box score. I didn't really notice Austin Booker a lot. I'm assuming he
I don't
played
know
a
if
little.
he played.
He probably played a few snaps. I obviously didn't do anything super.
He wasn't. He was definitely active, I believe, right? Because
I'm pretty sure he was.
I saw the inactive list.
I'm just wondering if he played and how many snaps and everything, but I'm curious.
It is some of these box scores don't tell the
whole story. Right. But yeah, I didn't even see him get talked about, so I wonder if he was.
I love that they use Burden more. Like, watching him like catch the ball in the open field.
He's got talent, man.
Just to be able to make some moves.
I like that they were doing the screens. They did the one to Manunga. He got 25 yards. That was a nice play. It was good blocking.
I think Washington was susceptible to the screens in terms of like giving up big yardage.
Oh yeah, look at Burton. You're right. 4 for 51. It was the most he's been used this year. So that's good.
I mean, his long was 37. Swift was kind of fluky because that guy missed tackle, but whatever, still got the fucking job done. It's not our problem.
Just like their fluky 33-yard touchdown when the guy was wide open.
Yeah, because we had a blown coverage and stuff. So it's a give or take. I don't see how you're a Washington fan and say, oh, like
we gave up that
game. No, the Bears
last year the Bears did give up.
The Bears should have. I feel like last year Washington probably should have been leading that game big time, and then the Bears were hanging around, came back,
got that touchdown.
They got the touchdown. Whatever. I felt like Washington was commanded the game. I felt in this game that the Bears were like, even though the lead didn't show it, that we were in command of the whole game, but we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. So that's the feeling I get. That's why I feel that's the silver lining I'm seeing with the Bears, is that they're winning, but like they have so much fucking to improve on.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good thing.
That's what's. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This isn't fun to watch, though. This is not very fun to watch when we're committing illegal formation or offensive pass interference or too unnecessary rough. Like, dude, come on, we can't keep doing this. Like, it's going to cost us at some point. You know how when pitchers are walking guys all the time and they get out of it?
Yeah. And it's still not necessary.
It's at some point that's going to catch up to you, right? Like, this is what
that's the Carlos Marmol problem.
Yeah, we got to get better, trust me, when you watch a game, you can't tell me that that's fun to watch. When you're like, okay, we got to
brutal.
It's brutal.
No, like, seriously, every time we would stop them, I'm like, wait, where's the flag? Oh, there it is. Like, every freaking time.
Yeah, and there's no rhythm to watching either for us.
Is that the bottom, Ron? Or did Booker? No, yeah, Booker didn't even record a tackle, so maybe he only played a couple snaps. But
well, I mean, I'm not really going to get a lot of tackles either way.
Right,
it's mostly linebackers and I want to say linebackers in the secondary. I don't know. Linebackers mostly get the double-digit tackles and stuff.
Right,
that's what they're there for.
Yeah. I was just wondering if he had a pressure or something, but
probably not. No. I mean, I think Dominic Robinson's looked pretty decent.
Yeah, I think so. He had another half a sack yesterday.
Shamar Turner, I noticed, was in there too because Grady Jarrett didn't play; he was hurt, and we need Jarrett. We're paying him a lot of money, so he needs to fucking get his ass.
Yeah, Turner's played, I think, the last 2 games. He's in okay. He had 4 tackles yesterday, 1 for loss.
Yeah, I mean, I probably thought he was Dexter at some point, and he probably made a good tackle. I mean, sometimes these guys, the one guy that looks completely different from other guys is Billings. Like you can tell it's Andrew Billings, but like sometimes I can't tell like when it's happening.
Dude, no, that Billings had a chance for a sack. Do you remember that play?
Yeah.
And oh my God, he literally had him too. He had him right by the leg.
But that's what makes Jaden Daniels so great is because he can do that, and I can't get mad at them for that. Like even Sweat over pursued it. But there's no way he would have known that Jaden Daniels was gonna stop, cut, and then go forward. Like there's
and
no
you can't
way.
expect Sweat to.
He's 280 pounds. He can't just stop at a dime like fucking Jaden Daniels. So like, some things you just got to live with. Like, hey, we didn't get him. I mean, this is what makes him great. If he wasn't that good, then they would have got 20 sacks this year, right?
Exactly.
So, and that's why I have to say, hey, we got to win. It's hard to win in the NFL. I got to be happy about it. But
it just feels good.
It feels good, but I still want to see some cleaner football. Like hopefully like 2-3 games down the road. Like can he get better?
Going to Sunday then. So obviously the same things. Obviously we expect them to run the ball, keep running the ball, keep trying to stop the run, and then obviously limit the penalties. I think that was one of the 3 things that they did.
Limit
really
the penalties, run the ball. Even if you're not running efficiently, keep running the ball because it's going to help open up the passing game. I want to see Loveland get more snaps. I don't know if this is going to be something where like he's going to be more involved as the season goes. I'm not sure. He only played like 16 snaps. Burden starting to get like 20-30% of the snaps. So I like having this many weapons because I love our wide receiver corps. I think they all bring something different.
Yeah.
I love DJ Moore being a running back at times. Like he runs with like some ferocity at times.
He blocks well. Like he's just a good football player. I think a lot of people don't understand
you
that.
said something very key right now that we should mention. I think the run game was but it wasn't just the offensive line. Like
receiving and blocking.
DJ Moore,
awesome blocking downfield.
Very good blocking. And like these guys are buying into it, and that's how you're gonna get big chunks. You remember that one wide receiver screen that was thrown to DJ Moore during the game where he got like 15 yards? Like that was key because of Doomsday's blocking and stuff. Remember those plays used to blow up on us like all the time.
And they just catch it and they would get.
But like they picked up on it. It was predictable. They picked up on it. But like also the blocking wasn't good.
Right.
But now Ben Johnson knows. Like this is what he said. Like I need you guys to block because that's how they're getting yards.
Yeah. Well,
it's not just the offensive line; it's everyone.
The Monungai catch, it was Adunze, Moore. Like there was like 3 guys blocking downfield, and he got 25 yards.
And if you can't block, just get into way. Like,
get in there.
Yeah. But like, that makes me so happy because now it's like a team, the whole team being involved, right?
Exactly.
Instead of like one half of the guys doing something and the other half.
Remember last year, Moore, that one play against Arizona where Moore just got pissed off and just like walked off the field. Like you're not seeing that with this team. You're seeing more continuity.
Yeah, I think also what you said about Moore, I think it's like a little bit exaggerated that his body language was bad and stuff. I think it's because they were losing.
They were losing. No one wants to lose.
He seems very happy that they're winning and stuff. And he's still involved in the game. He doesn't care that he's pointing up. Obviously, everyone wants to put up 100 receiving yards and a touchdown.
But you have too many weapons to do that.
But like they're winning and they're still being involved. So like he's getting 50 to 60, whatever. You know, people are like saying, "Well, we don't need." Dude, we do need him. It all works together. There's a reason why they added more weapons around because that's how you're going to make the offense unpredictable. So like. I don't understand why people want to get rid of guys when things are starting to progress and everything. Like, you think it's just going to work with a Doomsday running out there with a bunch of number 4, number 5 receivers? No. Yeah, and I love Zykia, so, you know, that I remember you said that was a great pickup, and I was like, I had to think about it and what he did for Washington last year, and you're right. Like, that was such a really underrated
And believe me, I'm not putting him anywhere in the stratosphere of Keenan Allen as far as, like, ability. All I'm saying is he's
been good out of the slot.
He's almost like the Keenan Allen of this year,
in the middle.
Yeah, whenever Caleb needs to get bailed out,
pick up a first down on the third down, right?
Those guys are so important.
Oh yeah,
you need those guys.
Yeah, I've seen him do it countless times, and he probably would have gotten almost a touchdown maybe if he didn't drop that pass. I think you can see his eye go towards the middle. That's why he missed that. That was his first drop of the year. and it was in bad weather. So hopefully it doesn't happen again, you know. But like I think he's been really good this year.
Same. That was a very rare
And
mistake.
Burden's role starting to grow, like I said, and Loveland hopefully gets involved more. Cole Kmet had a nice pickup on the first down too, but you know his value is really the blocking has been really good from what I heard from reading with the run game. And that's going to continue. But, yeah, when we need – Cole Kmet's never going to give us 100 receiving yards. Not anymore. That's not his role anymore. His role is to get the blocking going and maybe be a safety valve for Caleb at times. But I think Loveland is the one that you're going to see more out of the receiving yards.
I'm
out
hoping
of tight ends, yeah.
So I don't know.
So I'm looking forward to it. It might be a shootout.
Yeah, I'm predicting another win.
I definitely think the Bears will win the next game.
Yeah. I'm thinking like, and it's funny, we both said 27-24. It was 25-24. So we almost hit the score on this one. But I think
Over-under is, what is it?
48.
47 and a half.
I think 20. Let's do like 27-17. That'd be my prediction.
I don't know. If I had to predict, maybe 31 to, I would say 20, because New Orleans. I can't see them scoring.
Yes, I can't see
more than two
a ton.
touchdowns. I think they'll go for some field goals. So, yeah. I'm hoping.
They should win.
Not only should they win, but I want them to win in a certain way because this team's not that good. But like I said, I think it's a lot better. Like, it's one of the better 1-5 teams in terms of talent. Like, they still have Olave, Kamara, Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed,
He's good. He's a burner. And they need to watch out for him.
No, and then Kendra Miller is a pretty good running back, too.
Yeah, he's not bad at all either. So, I want to see them kind of like the Dallas game where, like, let's fucking really
Well, here's
turn it
another
up.
thing that concerns me a little. Their secondary is pretty bad, but they actually do have pretty good pass rush. So that's the only thing I'm worried about is I just hope as long as we can hold, it would not hold them and get penalties, but like as long as we can not give up sacks or pressure, I think we should be able to take care of business.
For sure.
So
What is this?
Man.
This is Rocky's team yesterday.
Fuck, man. That like I said, I feel bad. Even when he puts together a good week, he runs into a buzzsaw. Man,
I already knew this.
he's just.
I already talked to him about this.
He's got to win a game, man.
He's
gotta
0-6. I already saw the standings too. Like, he's 2 games behind.
He's got to win a game.
Yeah, he's fucked right now. I can't believe he got born as well. Like, that's probably
Wow.
Rocky didn't have a bad week.
No, he had a
played
good week.
Fucking guy who started at Bijan and Rico Dowdle.
Oh my god. Yeah, Dowdle. Dude, the guy even lost Igbuka in the
Why
first
did Eddie
quarter.
Pinero get 18.7 though?
So
what's the points of
in
it?
my league, I changed this, which I think is a great idea. So it's dynamic scoring.
Yeah.
So if you kick a 22-yarder, you only get 2.2. But if you kick a 58-yarder, you get 5.8.
Okay.
Or if you kick a 60-yarder, you get 6. So it's just all based on exactly
okay. I see what you're saying. So 22 would be 2.2.
2.2.
Okay,
but
so you give
43 would be 4.3.
Okay, I got you.
I kind of like that, actually. Because if you kick a 20-yarder, you shouldn't get 3. And if you kick a 60-yarder, you shouldn't get 5.
You only got 2 fucking points. I'm afraid.
Oh, man.
Shout out Jake Moody.
Yeah, Jake Moody.
Jake Moody's got a big leg, right?
Yeah.
But that's what he's known for, right?
Yeah, I've always said this too with kickers. If we're gonna shit on them as much as we shit on Cody Parkey for the double doink, then you got to give them love when they hit 4 field goals and win the game.
He saved us because he could have been easily really bad and like carry on from what happened in San Francisco.
I was way too nervous on that last kick too. It was like 37
honestly,
yards, and I still was nervous.
I think everyone in Chicago would be lying if they didn't say that they weren't nervous. Like, I thought he was gonna miss it.
Then the ball's wet and shit. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, of course it was rain. That's another good point. We didn't talk about that. Did you think they should have gone for the touchdown or I was split on it because throwing the ball in that weather. That's a little scary too.
I think they kind of were going for the touchdown until they got that last first down.
I don't know. They started to slow down a little bit at the end, and I'm like, oh boy, I think they're setting up for a field goal.
Yeah, but I think once they got that last first down where they can then just what's it called? Run out the clock till like the end. I think they were just going to kick it. But no,
even in that weather though, it started to rain.
Remember they picked that one play where he did the play action and he was going to throw it. So they were trying. I think they were trying to score a touchdown or get as close to it as possible.
One underrated throw that he made in the 3rd and 5. Instead of going for a Dunze, he just went to Loveland for a pickup.
Perfect throw.
Yeah, it was perfect throw, and that was supposed to go to Loveland. In my opinion, I think that's where it was supposed to go. Even though Dunze looked like he was wide open D, and I thought he was going to be gambling right there. So I was very proud of Caleb.
Moving the chains,
picking up the first down, because he could have easily gone for that, and it would have been 4th and 5, and that could have been a whole different scenario. So I mean, damn, dude, like there's just so many plays that could go either way and could have changed the outcome of. It's so hard to win a football game, like that's why I have to like kind of ease on my expectations at times, because like anything can happen, dude. Like the difference between winning and losing has to be a couple plays. It really does. Sometimes it's just one play.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny,
and that's why we see all these weird results every week.
Well, I don't obviously I don't bet that much, but I had a friend at work tell me that the best bet you can make is betting when someone's favored by 10 or more, taking the team that's underdog to cover. That it hits like 73% of the time. Like
you might be right,
because teams just don't win by double figures. It's more than likely usually ends up being like 10 or less points.
Did Green Bay cover 14 against Cincinnati?
I don't think they did. I don't think they did. So that's what he said. He's like a good bet if you just want to make it.
Sometimes it looks good in the early part of the game, but like, bro, it's not even worth it because these are professional teams and shit. Especially the Bengals who are dying for a win right now. Like, you don't think they're gonna try to go after a touchdown at the end of the game? And if they recover that ball, they went for 2 in that where they're down 6. So it would have been nice to see them get a touchdown. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with the Bears coming up. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's much cleaner though.